work with any job in business sector. So I think this book, this program will help me to improve my English skill in business.
Of
Yeah.
course, of course, you're right. Okay, it's really, I think, good book and can be really usable words, phrases, especially for people who are actually who are interested in learning some business phrases and words, EDMs. Okay, well, so let's get started with our new book. So let me share my screen. Okay, and well, let me ask you about maybe a famous, a well-known brand in your country. What is the most famous or well-known brand in your country? It can be anything, so drink or food or shoes, watch, car.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I think in Vietnam the Trung Nguyên coffee is really big brand. Yeah,
Of
and
course.
yeah, they grow and make and produce coffee, and
Yeah,
yeah, and there are a lot of people in Vietnam love Trung Nguyên coffee, and yeah,
yeah. And how about international brands?
yeah, I think Apple is a big brand.
Yeah, of course. So everyone, and what is when you want to buy something? So when you want to purchase or buy something, when you go shopping to buy something, what is really important to you? Price, name, so quality. So what's, for example, are you a person who actually see the name or hear the name, a brand, and actually don't care about anything and just say, okay, so because of this brand, I will buy it, or no, you just pay attention to, I don't know, being well made, or for example, quality or price.
Yeah, I think I love to buy a product with best quality. Yeah, more than about 10 years ago, I only use Apple phone and
Yeah,
ThinkPad laptop because
yeah,
I can change the device. For example, Apple 6, Apple 10, Apple iPhone 6, iPhone 10, or iPhone 14. But
yeah,
I always to use iPhone for 10 years. Yeah,
yeah,
and I only use ThinkPad
yeah,
laptop because
yeah,
I feel stable and easy to use. Yeah,
yeah,
I have tried sometimes I have tried MacBook and another laptop, but I don't feel like ThinkPad. Yeah,
yeah,
ThinkPad
of
is really
course.
good and really fits for me.
Of course, so you need to feel comfortable with it. So because of
Yeah,
this, actually, you choose one product and you
yeah,
keep using it. That's great. Very good. Of course, not maybe I can say not most of people actually
yeah,
think the same as you because especially nowadays. So I don't know why, without any reason, I don't know. It's something like people pretend to
mm,
actually yeah, to do something, to have something and to try. It's something like, I don't know, it sounds a bit ridiculous because when
yeah.
we don't need, why? But okay, now let me ask you another question. Look at these words. Okay, here there's some phrases and of course some words here, and tell me what do you think. So of course, uh, what do you think about these words and phrases? Which one is really important? So first of all, let's talk about them. So Value for money. So what it means? Do you have any idea about value for money?
Mm, I think it's equal with the money the money spent equal with a quality product.
Yeah, of course, this is quantity. Quality, the value of money is the
Yeah,
quantity of goods and services in general. Yeah,
yeah,
of course. So the value for money. So is it important?
yeah. Well made mean the quality of product.
Yeah. So,
Uh,
well made, of course. Well made means, yeah, it's something related to quality. It's how something is made. Of course, it's great, well made. So that's real. And top of range. So is it important, for example, when you go shopping to purchase, to buy something, is it important to find something at the top of range product, most expensive among a group of similar product? This is top of range, means most expensive among a group of similar products. Is it
yeah,
important?
I think it's most important because I believe that most product uh, which are expensive. That mean they are high quality. So
Yeah,
when I spend a lot of money for anything, uh, I think they they made they definitely high quality.
yeah, of course, of
Yeah,
course. Well, so now we have value for money, top of range. So I think that when value for money, it means, as you know, as I told you, it's something related to quantity. So it means something like not paying more for a good or service than its quality. So that's really important to balance quality and quantity. So this is
yeah.
value for money. So which one is more important? Being top of the range or value for money?
I think value for money is bad choice because we have to spend the money equal with a product.
Of course. And okay, reliable.
Yeah, I think reliable very important.
Of course, of course.
Yeah,
And it takes time to be
yeah,
reliable. So, of course, because of this, people normally
yeah,
actually, something like rely on some
yeah,
old famous brands because we know them. They
yeah.
don't make something wrong. Yeah, of course. And luxurious, is it important to be
Mm,
luxurious?
I don't think so. I think with some people, hey, they really want to own luxury things, is important. But with me, I don't think it's really important.
Yeah, of course. And how about durable?
Yeah, can you
Of
explain me to
course,
about
of
the durable?
course, of course. Well, durable means able to exist, to remain for a long time without significant, maybe uh, something like, I don't know, deterioration in quality or value. So it means you can, for example, have a watch for a long time without any issue, without any problem. This is the meaning of durable. So exist for a long time without any problem, or of course not any, we can say without significant, without important issues in
Mm,
quality or value?
Yeah, I think it's important.
Yeah,
Yeah, because we can use it in for the long time,
of course.
and it will be stable.
Yeah, of course. It's something like, and if I want to give you a good synonym, we say well-lasting, long and well-lasting, long time and well time. So it's something like well-lasting and long-lasting. Okay, stylish. So of course it's,
Yeah, sometimes it's important. Yeah.
of course, yeah. Well, and timeless. Here, actually, we have another one. Timeless and long lasting. So what is the difference between these two? Because we have timeless and actually we have durable. So what? When we say something is timeless, means everlasting without, it's something like when a product is timeless, it means when you buy it, no matter how long, actually uh, passed, it remains exactly the same at the first day. It's something like, you can say, okay, it's a product, beautiful, okay, and all the time is beautiful, okay,
Mm.
so it cannot be affected by fashion or I don't know, changes in society. So all the time is good. Good is good. So this is timeless without end and beginning.
Yeah.
So this is
Mm.
important. Can you name
Yeah.
something? Can you
Yeah.
name a timeless product? For example, something that you bought and you think it's really
Yeah.
timeless product.
Yeah. I think it's important. Sometimes when uh, I am going on the road, I see some the old car, but it really is really nice. So I
Yeah,
think that
of
is something
course.
like yeah.
Uh, of course, I definitely agree with you, especially Mercedes.
Yeah.
Old cars, new cars, no matter what car, they are timeless. And I think, yeah, they're great. Inexpensive. Negative, actually, in is prefix that is added to expensive, not expensive, inexpensive, not expensive. So
Yeah, inexpensive mean cheap.
reasonable. Reasonable. Cheap is not really good. We
Yeah,
normally, for price, we normally say reasonable price. Yeah, reasonable, not expensive.
yeah,
So, and fashionable. So fashionable, stylish. So I don't know, fashion is something really different. So I'm not really into this one. Stylish is good, but fashionable, I don't know. One day is fashion, another one out of fashion. So I don't think so. What do you think?
yeah, yeah. I think mean stylist will make personal personality for the people who use it.
Yeah, of
But
course.
fashionable mean uh, it really fits in on in a that mean very trendy.
Yeah, of course, of course, Actually, this can be considered stylish or
Yeah,
acceptable, but not completely. When we say, as I said, there is a difference here. Stylish, okay, can be something, actually cannot be fashionable, but can be stylish. but fashionable normally. And of course, we have something is really fashion, but is not really stylish. Somehow it can be considered stylish or acceptable So it's something like it's popular at a particular time. So, but stylish, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. And well-made, cool, especially, for example, for some products. I don't know, something like uh, accessories. So we say cool. It's something like, for example, you buy a watch and you find it cool. It means, I don't know, it's somehow good. It's something like, I don't know, it looks attractive. I don't know, it's something like uh, high quality, attractive. So it's something like this. This is cool. If I want to say the meaning of this, somehow good, you know. Okay, and sexy, especially for example, for perfume. Maybe it's really important, some for clothing or for perfume, of course, especially women, so would rather have something, sexy. It can be a part of clothes or, for example, a perfume or something like this. Okay, well, we have some words and phrases here. So do you need me to write the meaning of them on the board or no? So if you need, I can write the meaning and definition of them on the board.
I think I can understand
Okay.
more of words, and I will write out it by myself after
Very
this.
good. Okay, very good. Okay, so, and now, so let's name some brands that it can be national or international brands, okay? And let's actually use these words or phrases. For example, a timeless brand or product, not only brand, product, a timeless product.
Mm, yeah, I know some car, for example, Porsche. So
Yeah.
yeah, I know Porsche nice 911. Yeah,
Yeah.
a very a big timeless design.
Yeah,
So
very good. Of course, timeless design, that's great. And reliable brand or product.
uh, I think some product of Microsoft very reliable because
Yeah.
yeah they are enough for use. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And let's talk about a brand that, of course, we talked about brand of coffee in your country. This is
Yeah.
actually, oh yeah, very maybe famous, well-known, and maybe best sale, best sale product in your country. So why? Why do people? So if you want to describe it using these words or maybe some other words, how to describe that,
Mm,
and give me the reason that why people buy this product.
yeah. I think Trung Nguyên is a big brand coffee in Vietnam, so it is reliable product, and there are a lot of people in Vietnam use drink 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 them every day because I think uh, it's expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's inexpensive. So, well, yeah, of course, you have the best coffee, I think, in the world. So there are
Yeah.
different brands, different
Drink
names.
coffee
Good for
every
you.
day. Yeah.
Wow. Good for you. Of course, you have, it's really good,
Yeah.
especially, for, because normally people, I think, in most of countries, of course, I have no idea about the other countries, but at least in my country, I can say everyone in the morning, or for example, noon, afternoon, so we drink coffee. So I don't know, we normally go to Starbucks, but yeah,
Yeah.
but you have different alternatives. So
Yes.
good for you.
Yeah. In my country, Starbucks is a luxury brand, and
Yeah,
it's so yeah it makes expensive with income of Vietnamese. And
yeah,
yeah, another reason why I don't like Starbucks because it's not um I don't think it is a coffee. Yeah, because it's Vietnamese coffee very yeah it had to say but very significant. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Uh, of course, got it. So, the flavor maybe as something like, of course, it's normally, I think Vietnamese coffee is something like a dark coffee.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
yeah,
Right.
got it. So, of course.
Very dark. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, very good. So, of course, you have different alternatives, so good for you, but we don't have, exactly the same as you do. So, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, of course. Yeah, we have some popular brands, but, I think maybe the most famous, at the first of the list, Starbucks is really famous. So, but of course, we have, I don't know, Gloria Jeans is good. For example, we have, or I don't know, Mac is good. So different brand, but it not really, I don't know. Maybe you don't know them. Okay. Well, and now, so let's talk about these brands. Yeah, we have some names. Okay, so Nokia, IBM, Marlboro, Microsoft, Mercedes, Coca-Cola, General Electric, McDonald's, Intel, and Disney. First of all, tell me which one you know and which one is number
Yeah,
one.
I know of them without Mac Pro. I don't know Mac Pro.
Okay, Marlboro. You don't know?
Yeah.
Okay, actually, Marlboro brand, it's a brand that actually we can say, let me think about it. It's, of course, it's American, but I want to know if they have another, actually, instead of cigarette and smoke, they have any
Uh,
other. No, just this. This Marlboro is an American brand that actually of cigarettes. Just this.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I know it. They are Mac Pro in Vietnam market, but yeah, I
Yeah,
used to I used to smoke
yeah,
cigarette, but yeah, but I only see Mac Pro in a box.
yeah.
So with a logo. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
of
when
course. I used to think in the past, I used to think Marlboro had another things, except uh, cigarette. But, after that, I found out, no, just this, they focused on actually cigarettes. And I
yeah,
think, I don't know who's the owner. I remember the name, what, Philip, but I don't remember it. I don't have a good memory, so I don't know,
yeah.
just manufacturer. So Marlboro, Nokia, and Mercedes. So which one can be number one of the list, the best? So I think, yeah,
Yeah.
which
I I use Microsoft product every day. For example,
one?
Skype, which which we use for the class today.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Of course, that's right. Yeah, but you know, it's really hard to compare them because they are from different categories. For example, I don't know, Coca-Cola and Mercedes and Microsoft, different categories. So it's really hard to say which one is the best. Mercedes can be the best one, number one in cars. But for example, Coca-Cola and drink, but you know, McDonald's. Yeah, what do you think about McDonald's? This one is really, you know,
yeah. My
really
children really love McDonald's.
of
So
course. Yeah, I
yeah,
think this one. And Disney, so of course. Well, let's listen. Let's listen to two speakers talking about brands. What
yeah,
reasons does each person give for liking or disliking brands? So let me play this audio one. Okay. Market leader. Okay.
Unit 1. Brands. Recording 1.1.
Do you buy brands?
Yes, I do. I am basically pro-brands. If you buy a branded product, it's a guarantee that the quality is fairly good and the product is reliable. Another reason is you attract a bit of attention if you buy something stylish, and branded products are usually stylish and have a good design. Let's face it, most people buy brands because they want to impress other people. They want to show that they have style and good taste.
Do you buy brands?
No, I don't want to give free advertising to companies. I hate all the advertising hype around brands. And I don't want other people to think I'm trying to impress them with lots of logos. And I also get fed up seeing the same things wherever you go. If you buy a suit from a famous brand, you'll see 5 people with the same suit that month. It's so boring. Another thing, am I buying the genuine product or an illegal copy? Basically, I want value for money. I won't pay inflated prices for a name, a fancy logo and packaging. However, I do buy brands for my kids, especially sports goods and trainers. It's always Nike, Adidas or Reebok.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So, first of all, let me say something before you talk about them. So you heard the word fed up.
Yeah, I see 3 people in the interview, and the
Yeah.
first is man who agree with product from a big brand,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Yeah. And so which one liked? Okay, so which one liked? Which one disliked?
he like
Yeah.
because he feel the brand is reliable and stylish.
Okay.
Yeah.
And about the second one?
Second one, she says no because
No. Why?
yeah, she feel that they are the brand makes the brand spend a lot of time for advertising, and she may seen a lot of she may saw a lot of logo.
Of course. Very good. Okay, so inflated price, you may
Hmm.
hear this one. Inflated price means higher than normal. So
Yeah,
it's something higher than it should be. So it's not really reasonable. So inflated price. So this is about the first one. Well, and now, as you can see, we have some other words, okay, about brands. So we're gonna learn the meaning of them. Maybe this one is the most important part of this actually unit. So let's talk about this. Okay, let's guess. The first one is loyalty.
mm,
People tend to actually buy a product the tendency to always buy a particular brand. So if you are a loyal consumer or customer, you always buy and purchase from specific brand product. Okay, the second one is image. So do you have any idea about this one, image? Just guess.
I think image matching with A.
No. Image actually means the ideas and beliefs people have about the brand. So that's really important to make a good and perfect image, to have a good image. So the image of a brand is really important. It means how people think about it. For example, the first thing that comes to our mind when we think about this brand, it should be good. So, and the third one, stretching. So,
B.
of course, it means using an existing name on another type of product. For example, okay, this brand manufactures like, I don't know, books and, for example, I don't know, food. So, but they use the same name. And awareness. So, awareness.
Awareness. Yeah.
How familiar. So, for example, price awareness. It means how familiar people are with price. Brand awareness, fashion awareness. So we have different words, different collocations here. So combination of words, price, brands, and name, of course, the name given to a product by the company. Okay, so, and now let's talk about product. So a company launches its products. What it means? Of course, the introduction. Very good. And life cycle. J, of course, it's the length of time people continue to buy a product. So from less to peak, and again, actually something like reduces, so something like falls. And range.
F.
Of course, the set of products made by a company. Very good. Placement. H. When products are used in films, of course. And endorsements.
Z.
G, of course, G, the use of a well-known person to advertise. Okay, so let's talk about endorsements. So do you think it's really maybe impressive and factful to use of a well-known person to advertise something?
Sorry, can you say that again?
So I asked about endorsements.
Yeah.
What do you think about using a well-known person to advertise something? It can be factful, impressive, or no? You think no, it's not really useful.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of well-known in Vietnam. Advert for product. In Vietnam, we call them KOL. That means influence people with a community. And in Vietnam, the product they use, there are a lot of famous, well-known people. So
Of
Yeah,
course.
to advertise their product.
Yeah, of course, especially nowadays on social media, there are lots of people actually who are
Yeah.
active on social media, influencers, and they can influence people. So they have, maybe millions of followers, so they easily influence people. Yeah, so
Yeah.
of course, somehow it's good, but in what, some ways, I don't know, it's something like we
Yeah.
actually, it's something like we rely on something because of someone. I don't know. I'm not sure about
Yeah.
it. Well, let's complete these sentences with words, okay? Words partnership from exercise A. Okay, for example, the creation of Virgin Cola, Virgin Air, Virgin Rail, or Virgin Bride is an example of brand stretching.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah. Mm, loyalty.
So just this is brand, showing
Yeah.
brand loyalty, of course, very good. And number 3,
Branding.
no, because we need to do something to make people recognize our logo. So it's something like
Awareness.
brand,
Uh,
yeah,
yeah.
of course,
Awareness.
brand awareness. Yeah, brand awareness. And David Beckham. Okay, number 2 is product endorsement and
Mm, launch.
consist of introduction, growth, maturity, decline. As I told you, like this.
Placement.
Yeah, no, this is life cycle.
Uh,
It's something, a life cycle or a product life cycle consists of introduction, and
yeah.
after that, growth, maturity, and decline. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Mm, mm.
And okay, the use of BMW cars and Nokia phones in James Bond films are examples of
Uh, endorsement
this
or
is filled.
placement.
Placements, of course.
Yeah.
Product placements. Okay, very good. Well, do you have any questions related to these words?
No.
Okay, well, so let me ask you something about life cycle. So, of
Yeah.
course, each product may be high quality and good product has a life cycle. But being and remaining in this part is really important, because normally, of course, we have a growth, after that we have a peak, or that is maturity, and after that, yeah, decline. So
Yeah.
how to avoid, how a good product or maybe a company can avoid this decline, to stay, maybe now you can use this word to stay something like long lasting, durable, timeless.
Yeah. I think
What is
timeless.
and what is important to be
Mm,
timeless?
mm. Value for money.
Of course, value for money is really important, and
Yeah.
maybe being reliable and
Yeah.
well made. So they're
Uh,
important.
yeah.
Well, okay. And now let's listen. Uh, so let's listen and complete these dialogues. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is an interview, and actually, this consultant is talking about why we need brands. So let's listen and complete the extract. So let me play Sandra. Okay, this one.
Recording 1.2.
What are brands and why do we need them?
Well, brands are all about trust. You know what a brand is about, what it means, what it's going to deliver, and you actually trust it to deliver time and time again. So in a world of endless choice, a brand can give you something to fix on. It's a kind of beacon in the darkness. So you know that Coca-Cola will taste exactly the same wherever you are in the world. You can argue that we don't need brands, that we'd all be better off in a world where nothing is branded and we all wear blue overalls and buy oats out of sacks and have no choice over who we bank with or what TV channels we watch. And I think one thing about brands is they add a lot of colour and enjoyment and fun, as well as giving you the power to choose things.
Yeah, it's a British accent. Maybe it was a bit difficult. Yeah, of course I know. Of course I know. You know, most of the time when people, I'm talking about American, you know, when we think and we talk to British, say what they said. Yeah, we don't always say, yeah, okay. So do you need to listen again and you could get it. So brands are all about, listen again.
Toy.
Trust. She said trust, but of course you're right. You're right. Because, yeah, trust. Being reliable means. You know what a brand is?
No, I didn't get it.
I want to, okay, I give you the answers, then we will listen again. I want you to compare how to listen. Okay, so brand is about what it means. Okay, and what's going to deliver. Yeah, so you actually trust it to what?
No, I don't know.
Okay, so I give you, and then we will listen again. To deliver, okay, time and time. Time and time again. Okay, and one thing about brands is they add a lot of color.
Yeah.
So, and enjoyment and fun. Okay, as well as giving you the power to choose. Okay, now you know the words. Let's listen again. Try to hear them. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Recording 1.2.
What are brands and why do we need them?
Well, brands are all about trust. You know what a brand is about, what it means, what it's going to deliver, and you actually trust it to deliver time and time again. So in a world of endless choice, a brand can give you something to fix on. It's a kind of beacon in the darkness. So you know that Coca-Cola will taste exactly the same wherever you are in the world. You can argue that we don't need brands, that we'd all be better off in a world where nothing is branded and we all wear blue overalls and buy oats out of sacks and have no choice over who we bank with or what TV channels we watch. And I think one thing about brands is they add a lot of colour and enjoyment and fun, as well as giving you the power to choose things.
Yeah, this time was easier. Okay, well. Yeah. And now second part, okay, second part of the interview, and take the points below which Sandra makes. Okay, so let's listen to the second part.
Yeah, but let me 1 minute to read. Yeah.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
Of course, yes. Sorry. let me put this here so that, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, keep going.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next one, second part.
Recording 1.3.
And what's the secret of a really successful brand?
Really successful brands are ones that tap into an emotion, and that way they can inspire fierce loyalty. So they're much more than just a product or a service, they're an attitude. And that's carried through in everything about the brand, from the communications to the culture of the organisation to everything you see about the brand. So Apple is a good example. It stands for a kind of anti-authoritarianism. It's against big corporations, though it is a big corporation itself. And Apple started out when computers were big and scary and quite off-putting. Apple invented the Mac, and you turned it on, you got a smiley face, it was really easy to use. And that's something that Apple has carried through right through to today, where people are in love with the iPod and the iMac and the iBook.
Okay.
2 and 4.
Again, please.
2 and 4.
4, okay, but 2 no. 1 and 4. Because you know, yeah, of course. So 1 and 4. So even successful brands are seen as just a product or a service. They are much more than just a product. Not only, you know, as just as known, much more than. So you heard something, but let me say something about this actually audio track. There are some distractors in this type of questions. There are some distractors, means you hear something, but not exactly the same. For example, many, a few. So, you hear many of brands, for example, are, I don't know, are following this way to double. You hear this, but instead of many, you hear some. And it makes the statement false. So here, much more, and of course, for example, Apple was popular because it wasn't, of course, Apple is a big corporation. It's against big corporations, though, however, despite being a big corporation. So one, and for, do you want to listen again?
Yes, yes.
Of course.
Recording 1.3.
And what's the secret of a really successful brand?
Really successful brands are ones that tap into an emotion, and that way they can inspire fierce loyalty. So they're much more than just a product or a service, they're an attitude. And that's carried through in everything about the brand, from the communications to the culture of the organisation to everything you see about the brand. So Apple is a good example. It stands for a kind of anti-authoritarianism. It's against big corporations, though it is a big corporation itself. And Apple started out when computers were big and scary and quite off-putting. Apple invented the Mac, and you turned it on, you got a smiley face, it was really easy to use. And that's something that Apple has carried through right through to today, where people are in love with the iPod and the iMac and the iBook.
Okay, so, yeah. So, this one is easy. And listen to example Sandra gives of how Wolf Owens helped the company with its branding, and answer these questions. Number 1, What was the company? What is its business sector? What advice did they receive? Let's see if we can or no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Recording 1.4.
Can you give an example of how you've helped a company with its branding?
Yes, the classic example we have is Orange, the mobile phone service. And Orange really changed the way people felt about mobile phones. When everyone else was talking about technology, Orange talked about lifestyle and communication. It was originally going to be called Microtel, and we worked with the parent company to get them away from all of that and create something entirely different, something that was about optimism. The future's bright, the future's orange is a line that everyone remembers. And it created a new world of communication. People became quite passionate about using Orange, and it was highly successful financially.
So
Yeah, I am.
you need to listen again.
Company.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
agree with you. We need to listen again. So we need to listen.
Yeah.
So we need to skip this part because we will talk about it. And actually, there is no time to listen and do this part again. Of course, I can give you the answers, but I think it's better to listen again and do it together. So it's better. Okay, well, let's check and review what we learned so far. So tell me if you have any questions, any issues related to this part, now you can ask me.
Yeah. I think sometimes it's a little quick, and but I think problem. It's not a big problem.
Yeah, of course. No, it's because of accent. It's because of the it's not fast. It's something like, the accent is a bit, different from American accent because of this. It's a bit hard to hear. But step by step, of course, I help you to hear them. Step by step, you actually will get used to listening and hearing. Okay. Well, so we skip this listening for the next session, okay, on Wednesday, and we will keep going with the rest of it, reading section, next session. Okay, thank you. Thank you, and it was really good time with you again, and have a great day.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.